Hello, everybody. Lori Guest here. It is just after sunrise, and I'm leaving for the airport for my last booking of the year. And I have something to celebrate. On December 8th of this year, 2017, marks the 20th anniversary of my time in this business. I can't believe it. And as I was reflecting a little bit on lessons learned over the 20 years, I got to thinking about how I first was exposed to the business, and so many people ask me, how'd you get started doing this? Well, the answer is pretty short. I was working in an eye care facility, and speaking was part of my job. And I went to a big conference, and there was a speaker in front of me. She was the only non-industry speaker. Everybody else were eye people. And she just knocked it out of the park. She had people laughing, crying, lining up to buy her book. She was spectacular. And I had no idea you could do this for a living. So I walked up to her afterwards and I said, "You do this full time for a living?" She smiled. "Yes, I do." I said, "I think I want to do what you do." And she said, "Well, I'm the incoming speaker of the National Speakers Association. Let me show you the way." And that wonderful woman was Glenna Salisbury, and she opened a door to me that was an entire new life. And within a couple years, I'd left my full-time job and started doing this, effective December 8th. And so I remember when I told my mom that I wanted to do this for a living and leave this great job I already had, she said, "People are going to pay you to talk to them?" I think most of the time my friends and family want to pay me to stop talking to them. But sure enough, there's audiences that want to hear what speakers have to say, and I love this career. So I can't do a video without a couple tips, tricks, and thoughts, because otherwise it's just me talking at you. Who wants that, right? And so what have I learned? Well, I have two big lessons and one big mistake. My first lesson is just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should. And I started out with 12 different lectures. And I think when you provide your customer with 31 flavors, sometimes they can get racked with indecision. So one of the smartest things I did was pare it down. And today I only speak on customer service and staff development through motivational keynotes and humorous interaction. And I love it. So my question for you as a business owner, is this true with your business? Are you providing so many options that your customers don't quickly make a decision? It might be something to take a look at. What was my second lesson? Well, that was always come up with a new idea every year. I'm always trying new things. And here's the secret. I'm not afraid to fail. Every time I try something and go, "Wow, that did not work, and I'm not doing that again," or "That was decent, but it could be better by making these changes," we just keep tweaking. When's the last time you did something different, whether it be in your business, maybe in your personal life? Try a new hobby, go somewhere new, meet a new friend. Get your brain exposed to new ideas. It's golden. And then what I'm often asked in audiences, what was my biggest mistake? Hands down, I didn't understand the value of building community through lists. See, when I started, get this, the internet didn't even exist yet in our type of business. So the only way you stayed in touch with customers was through the old-fashioned postal newsletter. Ugh. There was no way I was going to write and send one of those because I didn't think people would read it. And so what's the purpose of a mailing list if you're not going to mail anybody anything? And so sure enough, I never created a list. Well, if you're in business, you know that you need a list of people who are interested in what you say and what you sell. And here we are 20 years later, and I still haven't done a good job of this, and I know that I should. And so that is my goal for 2018. I am going to get on the social media track. I'm going to do a better job of creating community, and I'm going to start building a list so that I can reach out periodically for those who want to hear the message. It's still not something I'm comfortable with, but I'm pushing myself. What are you going to push yourself to do? So there we have it. I am ready to take on the next 20 years. As many of you know who have ever received an email from me, I always close with the comment, always make time for a second cup. So, cheers. Okay, that ending was bad, so we will do another ending. I also think earlier I made a mistake and said 2018. Do I have to do this whole thing again? Crap. Hey, I'm back. And I rewatched my video and I didn't make a mistake and say the wrong date. So I'm not reshooting this video, but what I did notice is that, man, I have bags under my eyes, and what's this low, droopy eyelid? I can hardly stand to watch myself, but there is no way I'm reshooting this video. We're leaving it untouched, including the blooper, and maybe that's my theme for 2018. Let's keep it real. Let's be real. Let's go get some real work done. Thanks for listening, and I hope you'll stay connected with me over the next 20 years. Bye-bye.